Cazenovia, New York. It's the Alex Hazard Show with your host, Alex Hazard.
Thank you all for coming. Welcome to the Alex Hazard Show. We're in the final stretch here, folks. We only have 2 episodes left after tonight. With so few episodes left, we had to make tonight really awesome. We have here singing tonight everyone's favorite guy on campus. Ladies and gentlemen, Darwin Dior is here. And just in time for Valentine's Day, we have the Syracuse matchmaker, Scott Stowell from Lunch Appeal, is here to give dating advice to our good friend, Tiffany Villaro. And look who's back. It's BFF Eli. He's back from Cambodia, England.
For the last time, it was Canterbury, not Cambodia.
That's all right. And I just thought that having a matchmaker would be perfect for Valentine's Day. And when you're thinking about Valentine's Day, you can't help but look back at the past years and think about what Valentine's Days were like, you know, in the years before. And when I look back at last year, I think about all the girls that wanted to have Justin Bieber as their Valentine. And I just don't think that's the case this year. This kid is really a mess. He's in and out of jail. He's, you know, smoking things he shouldn't. And I used to be a big fan, but he just isn't a good role model anymore. And whenever there's a moral issue, my moral compass just isn't big enough or isn't great enough to gauge this sort of thing. So I'm going to bring back one of my favorite segments, and I think one of yours. Ladies and gentlemen, this is What Would Reverend Betty Think? Reverend Betty, as always, thank you so much for coming on the show. It's great to see you.
Okay, Alex. Hey, always good to see you. What's the question?
It's a simple one. What do you think of Justin Bieber?
Oh, well, I love all of God's children. I mean, Justin Bieber is one of God's children. I just love them all. But really, he is just plain idiot.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. This has been What Would Reverend Betty Think? Reverend Betty, what are you doing? You just said he was an idiot.
Are you back again? Get out of here. I just can't help it. I love this kid.
I guess he is pretty irresistible. Reverend Betty, ladies and gentlemen. Speaking of smokers, people who like to smoke, I can't help but to think of CVS, the nationwide pharmacy. They made a ban on cigarettes in their stores. They're no longer selling cigarettes. I think this is so great. I am so proud of them. I think that, you know, cigarettes are just these horrible things. They're giving people cancer. We shouldn't be selling them in stores where 18-year-old kids can be buying them. But as proud of them as I am, I can't help but think they're going a little too far. CVS has actually hired cigarette ninjas. I know I sound crazy. Take a look.
Message from your local CVS pharmacy. We declare war on cigarettes. Cigarettes are bad. This has been a public service announcement by your local CVS pharmacy.
Don't worry, we prepare for lulls like this. It's okay. These segments are getting better and better. Speaking of big companies that are just getting in all sorts of trouble, making the news, have you guys heard of the Subway business? Subway, the company known for eating fresh, has been caught, ladies and gentlemen. They've actually been caught. They have the chemicals in their bread that is the same chemicals that are found in the soles of shoes. Now, normally, Subway or other big companies like this would apologize for something like this. They would say, we're so sorry, we're putting these chemicals into your body that you shouldn't have in your body. But instead, Subway is actually embracing this, and they're saying, we're going to put out a shoe line called $5 foot-long shoe line. We bought a pair. Butters, come on up here. Look, here we go. Oh! You get what you pay for, $5 here. Nice shoe. Here we go. And they're just as good as the Subs. Ladies and gentlemen, Butters. Just as good as the Subs. They taste like crap. All right. You can't get fresh food anywhere. It just tastes like feet no matter where you go. And even our Olympians, people who have trained their entire lives, these are people that have worked their entire lives to be the best athletes in the world. They can't even have fresh water. God, that bread is disgusting. Ugh, Butters, wash your feet. So anyway, these Olympians, they can't have fresh water. I think it's really sad. Now, I had to work really hard to get this here tonight, but you're not going to believe this. I actually got shipped in, I imported Sochi water from Sochi, Russia at the Olympics. Can I have that water, please? Here we go. This is the real water from Sochi at the Olympics. And I kid you not. You guys ready? I put it in this tin because the color is just disgusting. There's newscasters that have gotten pink eye from this water. Here we go. Can we zoom in on this here? This is the real water from Sochi. Now, do you guys think I should take a sip? Yeah? No, I don't even get a round of applause for drinking freaking Sochi water? Come on. Don't worry, Tiff. I saved some for you. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my good friend Tiffany Villaro to the stage. Tiff, how are you?
Yeah, my pregnancy came up today. I'm not trying that.
I got you a glass right here.
I'm good. With the Olympic rings and everything.
There you go. Well, thank you so much for being on the show. You know, you won by 68%. We sent out a poll to the campus. We got almost 200 votes back. We said, who needs dating advice the most from matchmakers? And your name came back. Can you believe it? Are you so excited to be here?
So fabulously excited.
Now, that's going to be later on in the show. But first, I want to talk about, Tiff and I actually took a vacation together. We went to New Orleans.
As we went into a conference with lots of other students. Yes, we did do that.
We went to New Orleans. I want to talk about the ghost tour. So we went on this ghost tour in New Orleans. New Orleans is known for their ghosts, and they're known for being a haunted city. I'm sorry, I've eaten so many gross things on the show already today.
Yeah, that bread looked nasty.
You want to hear a secret about that bread? That was actually a skit. The Subway didn't put out a $5 foot-long shoe, and our cafeteria made that bread.
You were so going to get in trouble for that.
So anyway, we're on this ghost tour. And it is the biggest load of crack I've ever heard in my life. And Tiff the entire time is going, oh my God, can you believe this? She's grabbing my arm. She's scared. And we're like in New Orleans. I'm like, Tiff, this guy's making up these ghost stories, and she's believing the whole thing.
Yeah, so are you.
All right. So we're gonna later on in the show, Tiff's gonna come back up on stage. We're gonna ask her some. The matchmaker's gonna ask you some questions to try to figure out why you're not getting dates. Try to figure out how we can help, right? But I have some questions of my own before we get to it. Now I need you to answer these in one word, okay? As fast as you can.
Okay.
All right. Who is your celebrity crush?
Oh my goodness. Josh Hartnett.
Who?
Josh Hartnett.
Okay. What's the oldest age you've ever dated?
7 years older than me.
What's the youngest age you've ever dated?
7 years younger than me.
Boxers or briefs?
Boxers.
Finish the sentence. Big shoes?
Oh no, not even gonna happen.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Tiff Villaro. We'll be right back after this break. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Alex Hazard Show. All right, and I don't normally like to be serious on this show. I like to joke around. But I really want to say I've had so much fun doing this show, and I really wanted to pass it on to someone that I knew would have just as much fun with it as I have. For the remaining 2 episodes, she will act as permanent co-host for the show, and next year she will be making this show her very own. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my good friend, the future host of the only show on Kaz, Casey Gardner. So excited to take over the show. Oh, I forgot to tell you, as permanent co-host, you don't sit in this chair, you sit in that one over there.
Way to tell me.
All right. So that's going to be your chair for the remaining 2 episodes of the Alex Hazard Show. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome Casey. Now, Casey and I have had so much fun planning the next 2 episodes. We're going to be doing them together. My next episode is going to be a birthday episode. She's going to host most of it. And we actually did a comedy segment together with Valentine's Day right around the corner. I said, Casey, you've been single for too long.
No.
And we have to find you somebody. This is called escalator dating. Take a look. We're here at Shopping Town Mall with my new permanent co-host, Casey Gardner, and we are going to find her a date. Her number is 315-655-1568. Do these kids need a stepmother?
They already got one.
Don't worry, we won't tell your girlfriend. Save her, these stairs are moving! Need a date for the new Frankenstein movie? You guys headed to the comic book store? Need a date? She's really desperate. Hey, what's going down? Stairway to Heaven, right here. You guys looking for a cheap date at the food court?
When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore.
This has been another successful episode of Escalator Dating.
Too much wine, that's amore.
Casey, you were such a good sport. I think you're going to fit in just fine around here.
I don't know, Alex. I feel like I'm going to be fitting way better when you're gone.
We'll be right back after this. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Alex Hazard Show. We have Valentine's Day just around the corner. He's written 1 million books. He owns his own matchmaking company called Lunch Appeal, and he is known as the Syracuse matchmaker. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Scott Stowell.
That's right.
Welcome, Alex. Thank you so much.
Hello.
Hi.
I like escalator dating.
Have you done that game before with your...
No, but I got to add it to my repertoire.
Yeah, I think you definitely do. Now, Scott, matchmaking is something that we really don't see very often, right? It's not something people go to college for. It's not something you see, we don't have a matchmaking major here at Cass College. What made you want to become a matchmaker, and how did you go about doing it?
Well, what made me look into the business was really finding out how hard it is when you are single to find someone. And we had no education. We had no training. Through all of our life, we have coaches, we have mentors, we have trainers, but when it came to love, we kind of leave it up to magic and just hope that it happens.
Yeah. Now, I know that your wife is really camera shy, and I'm not going to embarrass her too bad, but I just want to say, for somebody who's dedicated his life, I just want to show you how beautiful his wife is. Can we just follow the cameras over here for just a second? I just want to show you, can you stand up for a moment? Give her a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Now, Scott, I got to say, if you can score a lady like that, you've got to be pretty good at your job here.
It's all in my book. If you buy the book, you can have that.
Now,
something like that.
Now, I got to say, there is some stigma around matchmaking, right? I think that everyone wants love in their life, and I'm not sure why this is, but it seems that when people go to the matchmaker, there's this stigma that says that these people are desperate. Now, is this true? Is it like, okay, I'm really desperate, I'm going to go see a matchmaker? Or is it something that you should use as a tool from the beginning?
The stigma's there, which means if it's perception, it's somewhat true. But what we find is that people that come to the matchmaking are ones that are kind of sick of online dating and a little bit sick of some of the technology that's come into the online dating and all of the dating itself.
Now, is the face-to-face success rate higher than the online success rate?
We find the success rate is much higher because of the feedback. And we're only looking for first dates to really go out. And the nice part is after the date, you get to talk about, get feedback from the date to find out and learn more about yourself and what you're looking for. Where online, or if you're just texting someone, I think we've all been there before, where all of a sudden that person just disappears. You don't even get their feedback anymore.
Now, this is a fun story. Have you ever made a match that you regret?
Yeah, there's probably was one where there was a couple that met, and all of a sudden they were having a great time, and the gentleman, unfortunately, I think had a little bit too much beer, and at the end of the date leaned over and goes, "Are those 36s?" And the date was over.
You know, that happened, the same thing happened at Escalator Dating to Casey in the food court.
Yeah, same thing.
Really?
Swear to God.
Was his name John?
No, his name is Skylar.
Oh, Skylar.
All right, before we take a commercial break, the tip's gonna come up after the commercial break, but what is your biggest piece of advice about dating that you can give to college students that are here in our audience today?
You really have to have a self-evaluation and a dating plan. The problem is everyone goes out and you really don't know what you're looking for. So set dating goals.
Okay, now your book here is called Tired of Kissing Frogs, ? And it's going to be available for sale after the show, and it also we'll make the link available on alexhazard.com. We'll be right back after that. Now, earlier on the show, we talked about this huge vote we had on campus. We had over 200 people vote. This person really just wants some help with her dating life, and she's somebody that everyone just seems to really love. You know, she's here to get some advice. She's being a really good sport. Ladies and gents, please welcome back Tiff Villaro. Thanks.
She's mighty, just letting it all hang out. She's a brick.
Eli!
Couldn't help
I
myself.
mean-
She is a brick house.
All right. Let's keep those comments for after graduation, Eli. All right. I know. I'm sorry. This is the Alex Hazard Show apologizing to you viewers at home. All right. You know, I'm going to just sit back. Scott, I'm going to let you start this interview. Go ahead.
You didn't put you on the spot at all.
Hi, Tiffany.
Hi, how are you?
The first thing is when the guy leans in, you lean in.
All right. Uh-huh.
Okay? Is it working?
No.
Maybe you need, has anyone heard, maybe you need one of those new Japanese bras. Have you heard about the new Japanese bra that they came up with?
What is going on?
It's called the Love Bra.
No, thank God I haven't heard about it.
There's a system in there that when you're in love, the body releases certain hormones that increases your heart rate.
Are we allowed to say hormones on TV?
And what happens is, it's a bra that when you're in love, it reads your heartbeat and it unhooks. And that's the only way you can unhook it is if you're in love. I think you need the Love Bra.
I think I'm going to pass.
Oh my God. Tiff, I am so sorry for any repercussions after this interview.
Thanks a lot.
All right, in all seriousness though, what can we do to help Tiff? Because she's somebody that we all really, I mean, Tiff, you know this, and I'm being really sappy on this show, but we love you so much, and we really do want you to find love. What can we do to help her? We have speed dating downstairs. I don't think that's the answer. I think that we just need, I think we need to really figure out what the problem is and how to fix it.
Tiffany, how much time do you dedicate to finding love a week?
None. That might be the problem.
That may be the problem. Do you want to find love?
I don't know.
Have you ever been in love?
Yes.
Okay, do you want to find it again?
Sure, someday.
Okay. And have you decided, see, that's the problem. You have an open goal. You don't have when that someday is.
Very true.
Okay.
Okay.
So I think one of the things you have to do here is let loose. Look at this. Where'd this hairdo come from?
My grandmother?
Guys like that. Guys like that. So realistically, when's the last time you've been on a date?
I'm sorry. There's people pointing and laughing out in the audience. It's been a while.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Like longer than 6 months?
Yes.
Okay. And it's because you're not putting yourself out there. Are you on a, do you mind if I ask you, are you on a dating website?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So your dating pool is 18-year-old college men.
Yeah, that would mean non-existent. Yeah.
Okay. Do you venture off a campus
Sometimes.
for in search of men or in search of groceries?
Groceries.
Are there any men at the grocery store?
Yes, there are.
Okay. And do you smile at them when you see them?
Well, Tiff smiles at everyone. In her defense, Tiff smiles at everyone.
Okay, that's true. All right. But
Okay.
intentionally, no.
When you go to the grocery store, do you spend extra time in the vegetable aisle?
Like to get vegetable and fruit? Yes.
Okay.
Something tells me this isn't going in a good place.
Maybe you're spending too much time in the vegetable aisle.
Okay.
The men hang out in the beer and in the meat aisle.
Yeah.
So get away from the salad, get away from the fruit, and hang out at the beer and the meat aisle.
Okay.
That's the first thing.
In case you're going with me. Okay.
All right, we have time for one more piece of advice for Tiff.
Okay.
Okay.
The piece of advice is that you have to remember back when you had someone you were in love with, because I'll tell you, there is nothing better on the face of this earth. There's no better drug on the face of this earth than true love.
I agree.
And I think it's been a long time since you felt that, and you need to go back and remember that, and then go out in search of it.
This is turning into the Oprah Winfrey show. I'm crying over here. We'll be right back after this. Give Tiff a round of applause.
White shirt, walked into the room, you know you made my eyes burn. It was like...
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back for the final segment of tonight's show. The next act on tonight's program is like nothing you've ever seen before. They're here to sing Nicki Minaj's popular song, Super Bass. Please welcome Darwin Dior with a special appearance by veteran on the Alex Hazard Show, Michelle Lindor.
How you doing tonight, Kaz? This one is for the boys in the booming system. Top down AC with the cooling system. When they come up in the club, he be blazing up. Got stacks on deck like he's saving up. Is he ill? He real? He might got a deal. He pop bottles and he got the right kind of bill. He cold, he dope, he might sell coke. He always in the air, but he never fly cold. He a mother-loving trip, sell out of ship. When he make a drip, kiss him on the lip. That's the kind of dude I was looking for. And yes, you get smacked if you're looking, yo. I said, excuse me, you're a hell of a guy. I mean, my you're like Pelican Fly. I mean, you're so shy and I'm loving your tie. You're like slicker than the guy with the thing on his eye. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Somebody please tell him who the F I is. I am Darwin Dior. I back them dudes up. Back hoops up and chuck the
Boy,
deuce
you
up.
got my heartbeat running away, beating like a drum and it's coming your way. Can't you hear that boom, ba-dum, boom, boom, ba-dum, boom, bass? Boom, ba-dum, boom, boom, ba-dum, boom, bass. Boom, 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 ba-boom, ba-boom, boom, 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 ba-boom, ba-boom, boom, boom. Boom, ba-dum, boom, boom, ba-dum, boom, bass. Super bass. Boom, ba-dum, boom, boom, ba-dum, boom, bass. It got that super bass.
This one for the dudes in the polos, entrepreneur and the mogos. He can ball with the crew, he can solo. But I think I like him better when he dolo. And I think I like him better with the fitted cap on. He ain't even gotta try to put them back on. He's gotta give me that look. When he give me that look, then them briefs coming off. Excuse me, you're a hell of a guy. You know I really got a thing for American guys. I mean, side, stick in the eyes. I can tell that you're a touch with a feminine side. Yes I did, yes I did. Somebody please tell him who the F I is. I am Darwin Dior, I'm back them dudes up. Back hoops up and chuck the
Boy,
deuce
you
up.
got my heartbeat running away, beating like a drum and it's coming your way. Can't you hear that boom, ba-dum, boom, boom, ba-dum, boom, bass? Can't you hear that boom, ba-dum, boom, boom, ba-dum, boom, bass?
Super bass.
Boom, 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 ba-boom, ba-boom, boom, 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 ba-boom, ba-boom, boom, 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 ba-dum, boom, boom, ba-dum, boom, bass.
Got that super bass.
Boom, ba-dum, boom, boom, ba-dum, boom, bass.
All right, take it away, Michelle.
See, I need you in my life for me to stay. Oh, no, 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 I know you'll stay. Oh, no, 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 don't go away. Yeah, don't you got my heartbeat running away? Can't you hear my heart? coming your way. Can't you hear that boom, ba-doom, boom, boom, ba-doom, boom, bass? Can't you hear that boom, ba-doom, boom, boom, ba-doom, boom, bass?
Hey. How y'all doing?
Beating like a drum.
Give it up for Alice. Hey,
Can't you hear that boom, ba-doom, boom, boom, ba-doom, boom, bass?
Got that super bass.
Boom, ba-doom, boom, boom, ba-doom, boom, bass.
Got that super bass.
Boom,
Hey.
boom, boom,
Hey.
boom, boom,
Hey.
boom, boom,
Hey.
boom, 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 boom,
Boom, boom, boom, boom.
boom, ba-dum, boom, boom, ba-dum, boom,
Got
bass.
that super bass.
Boom, ba-dum, boom, boom, ba-dum, boom, bass. He got that super bass.
That was freaking awesome. I think this is like one of the best performances we ever had. Give it one more round of applause, guys. From all of us at the Alex Hazard Show, we would like to thank all of our guests this evening, and we'd like to wish everyone a happy Valentine's Day. Have a great night.